here's Organist 1982. Now at Allah's Historical Bed and Breakfast in Duncanville, Texas.
A very tired Organist 1982.
Yeah, Organist 1982 and Retro Chat are ready to go to bed. It's got a gas heater that's actually connected to the gas line here. And here's the bed.
The bed frame is what, 115?
Well, it's pretty old, yeah. Just about everything in here is antique. And here, yeah, look at these light bulbs. They're the old-time light bulbs. And then there's a kerosene lantern over here.
And the light bulbs are what, 100 or...
Yeah, she told the owner told us how old they were, but I don't remember exactly what she said.
Most of the light bulbs in this place are 80 to 100, and some are as old as 105 years.
Yeah,
and they're still working because of platinum filament.
Yeah, I think so. And here's our little laptop computer. We got this and we found it to be a useful device for travel, and plus it's just nice to use around the house. So we've got one thing that's fairly modern. This is probably the most modern thing we own. And here's a Hammond clock.
Point out the fact that this light operates not only off of the switch but off of the pull chain.
Yeah, the pull chain is still functional. Yeah, we've got to demonstrate the toilet now. I think I've got one historical toilet video on here, but I know that toilets can have a pretty big following among vintage devices, so we're going to do a toilet demonstration here. Let's see what the brand is on this. This looks like Illini something. Illini vitro-ware. And it's got a real wooden seat. And it's got the large tank. It's got the separate flush pipe here. So now let's do a toilet demonstration. And to operate the toilet, this has to be turned. It's kind of strange in how, I mean, it doesn't work exactly like a modern toilet. You've got to turn it.
Grip it. You've got to push it this direction pretty firmly. It doesn't want to go. So you've got to, and then you've got to immediately whip it back up and hold it until it flushes and then let it go.
Yeah.
At least that's how she told us to do it.
Yeah, the toilet seems to be working pretty well. Here's the sink valve in this room, in this restroom. There's actually two restrooms, and it's got a handheld attachment. Organist 1982, can you hold this? And I think the way to activate that is to turn this knob here, and let's see. Oh, well, we're getting, let's see here.
Oh, does it just switch?
Yeah, there we go. Now it's coming out of the shower attachment, or the, not sure exactly what the original application of this would have been. But now we'll go back to the tap thing, and there's the valve handles. I'll turn that off. Yeah, we'll take a look at the tub too. Here's another vintage light bulb in here, and also there's one of these might be a reproduction.
The brighter one?
Well, I don't know. Some of these may be original. And then I think that not sure the age of this tub. It's not quite as old as these other fixtures.
We thought it looked narrower?
It may be a little bit narrower. So this bedroom here is Organist1982 and Retro Chads. And then this one, we didn't rent this room, but this is an additional room if you had that you could rent if additional guests needed a room. And we tried to get this radio to come on. It was unplugged, so it may not be in working condition, so I didn't try to plug it in, but it's a Nordmann German, I think German radio.
Oh, you'll have to see this.
Let's see. Yeah, look at the. Let's check this dimmer control. See, that's on and off, and then you pull that string to dim it.
Oh, it's in stages.
Yeah, I don't know if there's resistors. There may be resistors in there.
Huh.
That it just. I'd be curious to know how that works, but it's also a vintage bulb. It's kind of hard to see it there.
And it has another.
Yeah, here's some more vintage bulbs in the ceiling fixture. And it's got another old-fashioned gas, unvented gas heater. These would have been the type that in our house that we would have had originally. The propane pipes are still on the floor, but I wouldn't want to use these today because they're kind of dangerous. You got to make sure that there's nothing flammable near them because it's just an open gas flame.
Are these set up to use?
They are. They're hooked up to natural gas. So you just turn on the gas and light it with a lighter. Oh, look at this.
What?
Look at that. Look at this fan.
Oh, is there a light up there?
Look. Yeah, we didn't even know about this. This is a dual General Electric fan. We don't know. We don't want to try it because we don't know about the. Well, I don't know. I don't know about the operational status of it, so we maybe better just leave it be. But it's a really interesting fan in there. Let's see if the light bulb in here is vintage. No, I don't think it is. They do have, for some reason, they have modern TVs
in the
rooms. And let's see what else here. Here's a telephone, and this is the kind of telephone that you would have to talk to an operator or a switchboard to use. It's actually hooked up to the phone line. I don't know if you can hear this on the microphone, but it does have a dial tone.
There's no way to.
There's really no way to use it because there's no operator. There's no switchboard here, so you probably could use a tone. You know what you could do with this is use a pocket tone dialer. Now, we actually don't have one of those with us, but you probably could really use that to make telephone calls on that.
Wonder what number would show.
Oh, I don't know. Now look at this. Here's a really big light bulb. It's really big. It's like I don't know if this is like a 300 watt or what, but it's a vintage, really big vintage light bulb. And this is the other restroom. And this toilet, yeah, this toilet's probably from the 60s maybe. And here's another vintage sink, and I think this might have been used like in a beauty parlor, like to shampoo ladies' hair, because it's got this attachment here with a shower type nozzle. And with these valves, you can mix hot and cold water, and then it's just got two taps to fill up the sink. And it's actually a vintage shower. This is a pretty powerful shower head in here. It's a vintage shower plumbing, but I think this is a modern, fairly modern shower stall.
Do you want to show how strong?
Yeah, let's do a check on the shower spray here. We don't want to end up getting the camera wet. Let's go ahead and test it. Yeah, it's really got a powerful stream.